This is the championship game in the Big 10 Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So, Purdue's offense making their way on the field today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Pressure is coming. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Checks this down to the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game.
And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. And the Boilermakers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. And the Boilermakers are on the move here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The Boilermakers will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Just a good
Good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Quick pass, the catch is made. They'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Movement here from the tight end. Makes a quick grab. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They're going to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Fire to the right side, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
A play action, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. And it just gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll do it for the first quarter of play. Purdue has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
2nd down and goal. QB tries to run it in himself. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown,
is, Chris, one of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Now run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That game moves the ball out near the 25. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On the move now. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. And the Boilermakers will have to kick this away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And it's good right down the middle.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Play action here on first down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
It's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Looking for some space. It's Wells.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking right, this one caught. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. The Buckeyes line up on first and 10 now. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense now operating in empty. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Let's take a deep shot here. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great catch and run for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the 1st half.
Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Inside div now from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Purdue. Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Fresh set of downs for the offense, 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush closing in. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. He can go. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Boilermakers will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And it's taken right around the 35. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Wideouts now clustered. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Important second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Boilermakers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Motion now from the tight end. He keeps it on a design run. Touchdown, Boilermakers, to put them on top now.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he's he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him to the ground. 18-yard line. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Buckeyes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. He finds some space. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some.
The ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Solid gain moves the ball to the 43. Purdue has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down. There's the handoff. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down. Becoming a solid drive. They get a 1st down right at the 49.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Boilermakers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up 4th down. Late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense. Onto the field. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
That one moves the ball across the 40. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. He's running out of time here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Leaning on the run game here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's stopping at the 45, but that's good for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Boilermakers looking to keep this drive moving. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Handoff from the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continually keep the ball in bounds.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Oh, the defense had a chance there to keep them short of the first down marker, but that option, the execution of it, the pitch, just enough for a first down.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Closing in on a conference championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.